Hello everyone, my name is Traylon Clark and this is my Unit 1 video essay. Now, I've decided to do mine on the Golden State Warriors because they understand how to use coaching effectiveness, leadership, team cohesion, and team communication to their advantage in order to win so much of their shared goals to win championships. Now, their head coach, Steve Kerr, started in 2014 and has led their team to four different championship wins. Now, Steve Kerr is also a notable player and has won five championships as merely a player, and what makes Steve Kerr such a good person to lead this team to so many championships because he understands both the perspective of what a coach is, but also a player, and uses these four attributes in order to lead his team. Now, Steve Kerr uses coaches' effectiveness, which is the ability to help athletes improve their performance and motivation through techniques like focus training and to build their self-esteem. An important aspect of a coach's job is to be able to motivate their players and enhance their performance. And Steve Kerr does a great job at doing this by building his players' self-esteem, by using positive reinforcement, by building a trust within his players to trust his leadership, but also by creating an environment where his teammates can learn from their mistakes and be able to improve their performance. One thing that I also learned through research that about Steve Kerr is that he's able to adjust his strategy for his players, his coaching adjust his coaching strategy for his players in order to promote growth not only as the individual but as a team. Now, if this is the video I found for him that shows his coaching effectiveness.
But I think that's the urge is, you're the coach, you want to control it, but coaching is not controlling it, it's guiding, and when I first started with the Warriors in my first day of practice would have been about October 1st or something, so it's only been 2 months. But it was a little overwhelming because I had all these ideas. I wanted to cut back on turnovers. I wanted to be better offensively. Wanted to get better ball movement. And the first day of practice, it's just helter skelter. It's crazy. And I'm thinking, how am I going to get control of this guy? And I realized quickly that I wasn't going to be able to. That it wasn't going to happen by me saying, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's like steering a cruise ship or something. If you got to go over that way. It's going to take you a while to get there, but it takes everybody's participation to get the ship pointed in the right direction. So what I tried to do was just continue to communicate our vision and then sort of gently nudge guys along.
Now, one notable thing that I've actually took from this video was how, um, to be an effective coach, he doesn't try to control each team member or each individual or his whole team. He doesn't use controlling to lead them in his way, but he's actually listens to them and uses the different measures in order to effectively lead his team to the vision he has in place for them. And in order to do this, he has to have great leadership. Now, leadership is the process of influencing a group of people to work together towards a shared goal. The shared goal being winning these different championships. Now, not only is Steve Kerr a great leader, but he also has different captains and leaders within his team, such as Draymond Green, who is a very vocal leader through his competitive nature. He motivates and encourages his different teammates in order to work towards this shared goal and stay focused on the vision. There's also other leaders such as Stephen Curry, who has such a strong worth ethic that he's simply able to lead his teammates and his other people by literally just leading by example, by showing what it means to be a player and how to work hard and meet their goals. Now, one thing I'll say about bring back to Steve Kerr is that he's able to lead his team to establish a mutual trust amongst his team and his leaders. Having that trust between your leaders and your team allows for your leadership to work. for people to you need, in order for leadership to work, you have to build a certain trust amongst your players. Now, a quote from the book that I found was, while the coach's leadership is absolutely critical to success, the best leaders know their effectiveness ultimately is determined not by manipulating a large number of followers, but by empowering others. Now here goes into Draymond Green.
You have to understand that there's peaks and valleys when you're a leader. Yeah. There's your own personal peaks and valleys. There's peaks and valleys as a team. And how do you navigate those things? And ultimately understanding it's not Steph's job to navigate that. It's my job to navigate that and help them see it. And so I think that's what I try to take on. You go into a Boston and they're all over me. I'll take that. See, that's what Lambeer did. I'll absolutely take.
And what I got from this about leadership was, this was a really good video about Draymond Green and what he believes leadership is, and how he uses his leadership to help his teammates see the vision and guide them. He understands what it means to be a leader and what it means to help move his team and help lead them into their shared goal, and be able to, this goes back into trust and be able to having a good environment to be able to have these things work together, because all these things work together, enable for the environment has to be right, and that leads into
You have to.
team cohesion, which is the degree to which a group works together to achieve goals and meet the emotional needs of its members. Now Steve Kerr has created a environment where his players are able to support each other not only on the court but also off the courts. These players are able to work off of each other and constantly work together and able to understand each other's behavior and how each other work together. That's why there's such constant success, because this team is able to work as a unit. Each player is able to know their role within the team and how to use that and what they're able to contribute to the team in order to meet their shared goals and achieve these different championship wins. Now, another thing that I'll say that Steve Kerr has able to establish is this philosophy of sharing the ball. There's a lot of passes within the game that Steve Kerr likes to promote, because this allows his team to be able to work off of each other and learn each other's moves and able to rely on each other, and not just the individual but also be able to work as a team. And this next video goes to show how this philosophy is established within the team.
When he came 2 years ago, he really took that to the next level. The whole, I'm a we guy from the business standpoint, but he's the we guy when it comes to the players. He gets the credit for that. It's really his system. Okay. It's his way of playing basketball. They count the number of passes in a game. And that's like a big metric. We have 330 passes in this game versus 260 passes. You say, well, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to score, but actually, statistically, it turns out it does.
And what I got from this is how very much the environment is, that working as a team and able to under having this team cohesion is important, because they're able to work together as a unit, be able to work together in order to meet the shared goal and understand each other, and able to meet this. You have to have good team communication, which is the ability to help athletes improve their performance and motivation through techniques like focus training and building self-esteem. Now, Steve Kerr has established an environment of open communication, which allows his teammates to be able to offer information of what's working for the team and what's not. And having this communication is important so that they're able to effectively work as a team, effectively know what they're doing and what is expected of them and what is needed to be done. Now, when you have such good team cohesion and team communication, the use of simple looks and gestures for their intentions to get across within the team through these high stressful stakes that are within the team within the games is very important. That's how they establish communication, getting to know each other and be able to work off each other and build relationships that are so they could be able to effectively communicate with each other, effectively work together as a team, effectively know each other and be able to work off of each other to achieve these shared goals that they have. And to be able to have an effective communication, your communication has to be based in familiarity and trust, and that just brings everything together with the leadership, the team cohesion, the communication. All these things work together to be able to make a team that's able to excel in their shared goals, such as winning championships. That's why the Golden State Warriors are able to work so effectively as a team, because they're familiar with each other and have a trust in great leaders and people who could push them to this shared vision that they have. And this is the reason why I chose the Golden State Warriors, because they understand what it means to use these four attributes to reach their shared goal.